All right, guys, welcome back to another live stream. It is so fucking crazy how we got this far 15,000. Now, I know that I say this all the time, but every single time it means that much more truer because I never expected to even get this far. I really didn't. I thought I was just gonna be like, hold on, let me just turn down this music. I don't know why it's all the way back up here. Uh, I'm I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked that I'm even this far ahead, and I'm I'm astounded. I'm so happy that I've got here. We will get to the stories in just a second, guys. I know that you're probably here also for the creepy pasta stories, but let me just say that we have gotten so far with each other, and you all have supported me. You were all there for me. You all listened to me, and each and every time we were helping each other out, getting to different like larger strides, and I could not be any more grateful than I am to you guys. And you guys have supported me since the very beginning of this journey, and I cannot be any more grateful. Thank you guys for being there since the beginning. But yeah, I'm shocked. I I'm shocked. I'm so happy, and I there's gonna be obviously more content to come in the future. Sorry about my silence. Sorry if I haven't been really too active on here as much, but I'm gonna give it my best, my ultimate best actually, and hopefully we can turn this into a full time gig for me because I want to be interacting with you guys all the time. Um, so much has changed actually, and thank you guys for showing up. Hey Lizzie, it's been a while. Hey Nova, welcome. But yeah, I'm super happy. How is everybody? Let me inform the Discord actually. Oh yeah, that's actually the song that I created in the background. No, oh yeah, that's actually pretty awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here, Nova. We'll get started on the creepy stories in just a minute. I'm just doing a little celebration plus fitting in the Halloween sort of cheers. We're I think yeah, Halloween's in 2 days from now. So yeah, does Halloween usually fall on a Monday? I just noticed that. But let's see. I love you too. Thank you so much, Lizzie, for being here. Let's see. Trying to find my own live stream. There it is. Hey, Angel Bunny, glad you made it. Okay, copy link. Oh, yes, happy 15K. Hold on. Uh, at everyone live stream is up. All right. So let's just wait for everybody to get here. Let's enjoy a little bit since we are in the celebrating feature. I hope you all like the song in the background. I actually made it. It's called Paranoia. It's the original one compared to the remix that I actually made, which is Descent into Paranoia, which I sort of started experimenting with the beats. But this one was supposed to be like fully serious. And I thought, what better way to celebrate Halloween than one of my creepy songs? But let's go back to Cheery for just a second. But yeah. Hey, Gideon, glad you made it here. We have Weeb's audio cabinet. We have Max Toodles. Thank you all for joining. We're just about to get started on the storytelling. I just want to say thank you all for supporting me and being there with me and showing me the amazing love and support that not only to me but to the rest of my community, to each other, and helping each other out when it actually mattered. You guys are truly an amazing family to one another and to me, and I cannot be any more grateful than to think for a moment that I wouldn't even get this far. So yeah, I'm fucking happy. D Combine. Oh yes, guys, we're canceling me. Okay, so put hashtag cancel cancel Combine. It would be perfect. Need to change my bloody name. Why? Why are you gonna hide your name? Ah, it's fine. Let's see here. I went to a Halloween dance yesterday with my friends. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I just bought like a plague doctor mask, and I'm also getting like this nice like sort of cosplay medieval armor to go along with it. It's gonna look crazy. Excuse me. What was gonna who was gonna tell me that Conway's making bars? Drake been real quiet ever since Conway started dropping tracks, Loki. By the way, feel free to use any of my music to sort of add lyrics to them. I just sort of made them off this thing called GroovePad. And I sort of change up the sounds every now and then. So if you want to add lyrics, rap to them, or even sing to them, feel free to take them as you wish and just enjoy them. But yeah, we're about to start telling stories very soon. I don't know how to say your name because it seems to be in a different language. But hey, back. Oh, by the way, my mouth is not open. It's just my character. Uh, I think it's because it's yeah. I think it's because it's too dark in my room. So like, but I can't do the wink properly. Ah, ah. For some reason, I can track my eye movements, but not my mouth movements. I think I need to reset the scanners or something. Yeah, no, it is. He's just like, oh my god, and it's so funny too. I can't even in real life. No idea why. Booga booga. Scared me, Smeagol. Jesus. All right, let's get started with the storytelling then. I'm gonna go on Reddit right now. Get these channels off of these stories off of people from Reddit, and see which one we can find as the scary story. Let me put on something creepy in the background. Let's see. Um, atmosphere. Ambiance. There you go. That's the one. We haven't done this in a while. The last time we ever did this was way back then. Um, I'm glad to finally be able to do episode 3. Hurrah! All right. So let's see what we can find today. This is really trying to. It keeps bringing. I don't want that. There you go. Boo. Oh god. Jesus, Nova. A ghost. I won't lie. I do have to go now, but I love you all and have a great stream. Lizzie, where's our fan friction? We need it. Kaylee needs it. He's been wondering when it's gonna happen, so we can all read it together. Okay. Where's my red? There it is. I'm gonna put creepy pasta. Normally, I read scary stories from ghosts, but I think the better. No, Wells Fargo doesn't actually send people text. Okay, so hey, Gotcha Starry, where's your sister? Tell her I said hi, by the way. Okay. It'll follow you, doesn't attack if you're unlucky. Oh, this one got 422 upvotes and it was only released 1 day ago. So I guess we can read this. Well, how do I read it? How did I read it? I hate when. Okay. So I'm trying to look for the proper story. Okay. I know it isn't finished. Amanda Phillips, October 4th, 2010. See, this is a bit odd because it says very short story, but it's oh okay. That was just the entire thing. Okay, that was silly. Let's see. This is odd, huh? Isn't it? Okay, I'm okay. So creepy pasta. I just put creepy pasta because for some reason it's doing something weird. It's not even telling stories. Okay. Okay. I'm really trying to find one, but I don't know. It's like people are either posting or I'm just having. There you go. Now I found the story. Okay. These are the tales of ugly men. Surprisingly, it's got a lot of vote, but we'll see. All right. These are the tales of ugly men. There is nothing good to look at here, nothing to be mesmerized or have good dreams about. These are ugly men who seem menacing in dark alleyways. And there are types who all think of as serial killers, creeps, and deranged men who should be looked down upon and forgotten. I am interested in the lives and minds of ugly men. And the first ugly man whose mind I want to know is called Gorgadon. I started checking through his bins because what people throw out into their bins, what is always on their minds. If I find Gorgadon bins to be full of beer cans, then I know his mind is depressed and he is trying to drink away his sorrows. For most likely being ugly. As I was going through Gorgat bins, he started shouting out of his window to stop trying to know what is in his mind and is going through. In his bins I found good looking people who had been run over. And I know what was in Gorgatin's mind. He was jealous of good looking people and had ran them over, destroying what they looked like to make him feel prettier and make him feel that he has better genes. Gorgatin came out and started crying, admitting to me that good looking people were on his mind. What the fuck am I? Okay, no, no, no. What? Who's reading this? Who made this story? I'm so confused. I try to read it, but no, 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 no. This is like it's not even scary. I think whoever made it was just bored out of their mind. because it's just I don't know what the fuck I was reading. Okay, okay, I'll find the good story. I think I set it to find the stories actually. Okay, the new boy, missing kids. Let's see. I'm a mixed mushroom. Hmm, let's see. I have a brother that lives in the attic. That's another one. That sounds good. Okay, I think I found a good one. Okay. Okay, so hmm, where is it? I hate when people just put art. Let's see. So I'm just trying to look for a good story, and I think I found a couple. I'm just like sort of lining them up. Sorry, let me read some of your comments while I'm also writing them. Sorry. Tomorrow's Halloween. Halloween is Monday. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's on about on his channel. Copy and paste. Oh wait, damn. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. My ex daughter is. Oh wait, my ex is using my daughter to manipulate me. All right, so this is supposedly a creepy pasta. It's got a copy. I mean, it's got a good upvote. So wonder how this is going to turn scary. All right, so let's begin. My ex has my daughter. She's been there for a while, beyond what our custody agreement allows. My ex has been using her to manipulate me and to control what I'm doing, where I go, and even who I talk to. I'm heartbroken and I miss her so much. Her laugh, her smile was the last thing I ever saw of her when she was 14 months old. At night, I find myself staring at my empty living floor, imagining her toddling across the floor with chocolate covered face and toothy grin. And sometimes I catch myself listening at her bedroom, waiting for a cry to signal to me that she's awake, only to have my heart drop when I remember her barren crib. I can't even bring myself to clean up her room. There are toys and books strewn everywhere, clothes pulled from the dresser drawers she could reach. And even when I'm grocery shopping, I find myself going down the baby aisle, subconsciously grabbing for snacks and diapers she won't even need. The other day, I found one of her tiny hair ties in my pocket and cried for hours. The police won't help. CPS can't even step in, and even though it's heartbreaking, I can't get her back. Even though I never planned on being a parent, I never imagined the whole not having her leave in my heart. I got a box today from my ex. It was filled with photos, the outfit she was wearing when I last saw her, even a lock of her hair and a baby tooth. When I opened it, I can feel myself screaming in pain, even though the world around me deafened. Tonight I plan on getting her back, with or without police help. I plan on waiting until everyone is asleep. Once the lights are off, I can sneak in the back door, and the dogs still recognize me, so I don't think they will sound the alarm. Even if they tried, their silence was always easily brought with treats. I still know the layout of the house, like the back of my head. Even after we started the divorce, I moved. My ex never cared for change. The furniture is all where I remembered it. At least as far as I can tell from the pictures. Once I get in the back door for my daughter's bedroom, it's, wait, sorry, there's a misspell here. Okay, so bedroom is around the corner and to the left. The nightlight should still be there, making it easy for me to find my way through the dark. She never could sleep in the dark. My ex is the wild card, fiercely protective and hypersensitive. We live in a state with very loose gun laws, so every room in the house is like a small armory. If I get caught, I won't make it back, but I am willing to take the risk to save my daughter. I won't have to worry about her crying. She's never been loud. I just hope I can grab her. And after the car accident 6 months ago, she's not the same as she was. I think that what's worse is that the photos that my ex sent me is seeing her decaying limbs propped up next to her. I'm debating on bringing the blanket she came home from the hospital wrapped in when she was born. The lock of hair I received still had parts of her scalp attached, so I know she's well into decomposition. I'm done crying at an empty grave. Tonight I'll finally be able to put her to bed, and I even got a battery powered nightlight. We live in a small town, and when I told the police what her grave was disturbed, they ignored me and said I was crazy with grief. Even if get caught putting her back, at least I will know she's finally resting. Tonight is the last time I let my ex torment me. I'm posting this just in case anything goes wrong. The box my ex sent me is on my kitchen counter, along with a detailed binder of everything that's happened. I'm going to the store to get a shovel and some daisies. They were always her favorite. I hope I can update this, but if I can't, hopefully they find me. I have a plot next to her. I I bought it in the week of her funeral. Even if I don't make it, at least we will get one last nap together. Holy shit! Did anybody just catch that? Oh my god. I was reading it and I just realized that her daughter's dead. Okay, so towards the beginning, it was about getting the daughter out of the house due to custody issues. But as you soon find out, it turns out the mom dug up the grave, and holy fuck. Yeah, I was reading the story right now. I guess nobody was hearing me because they were chatting or something. But yeah, no, that was fucked up. Like, holy shit. I lost it. Like, and I'm sure someone heard me like pause, like right at this moment. But yeah, so his ex has been sending her like pieces of her decaying flesh to her. Holy shit, that was a creepy story. I didn't understand what was going on at the beginning. I'm like, oh, so he's gonna go inside the house, get his daughter out, but it turns out he's trying to go in to put her daughter to rest because she passed away in a car accident 6 months ago. That was creepy. I didn't even realize it. Hey, Punny ASMR. That was actually good. I think I butchered it, but there was a lot of grammatical spellings, and I couldn't I couldn't get there. But yeah, oh my god, I'm astounded. That was a good story. I wish people kind of understood what I was saying. I kind of fucked up that story. a few years ago for a psychological thriller competition. I still have it. Oh, send it through on the Discord. I'll happily read it. Uh, I, oh, for the person who's looking for my Discord, look it on any other video. Because whenever I do it on PC, for some odd reason, the Discord doesn't put my links in. I mean, the description doesn't put the link in. So I would suggest, I think it was Angel Bunny that's looking for it. Go on any other video and look in the description because it's there. You just have to like just look in any other video that isn't a live stream, and you'll get it. Yeah, no, I was shocked. Let's see. Okay, okay. So what did you guys think about the story? If you guys even understood what I was saying, because I was trying to get through the grammatic errors without stopping, but I still kind of messed up. Like my brain's not working either right now. Yeah, I'll be back soon. Okay. How is everybody? Because I see everybody kind of on and off here. You guys can hear me, right? And feel free to speak too, because part of what makes this amusing, I mean, this community so amazing is the people here. Uh, but yeah, I know that there's a bit of delay, so I'll try to be more attentive. I should also increase the background noise just a little bit. But yes, here you go. Let me get some things set up while we're ready for the next video. All right, I'm back. All right, time to find the next video. I mean the next not video. Okay, let's see how long the story is. Oh, this is a pretty good long story. It's called An Eerie Encounter, a Haunted Hallway. Sure, go ahead. But yeah, let's see here. Okay, so I'll get started with the story, and as you're typing, I guess you'll put it down. So it's called The Eerie Encounters, a Haunted Hallway. We were in search of a new house, as my father's retirement balances were settled by the company he was working for. After checking out quite a few houses, we stumbled upon a property that was being sold for a quarter of its worth. The house had enough room for all nine of us, but it was isolated. It was and surrounded by nothing but forest. The owner of the house said that he was being disturbed by something unworldly, and that and that the house was selling it only because of that. My family, being firm non-believers of the paranormal, decided to purchase that house. As we were getting a property whose worth was three times that amount, we were paying for it. So The purchase went smoothly, and we moved in to our house, into our new house in the winter of 2020. Our family is made up of me, my mom, and my dad, as well as my elder sister, my paternal grandparents, and a German Shepherd, whom we named Lisa, and two Labradors whom we named Tina and Maria. Our initial days in that house went peacefully, and we thought the man who sold us the house was a madman who imagined things and that were actually not present, but little did we know he was right. My family had to believe to the neighboring city for my uncle's wedding, and I was not able to join them as my board exams were nearing, and I had no time to waste. I was left alone in the house along with our dogs. I shut the house door after waving them goodbye and went back to my room to continue studying. While entering my room, I saw a man standing in the hallway on my peripheral, and when I turned to see who it was, I saw no one. I paid less attention to it and continued studying. The clock struck 8 p.m., and it was time to feed our dogs. I went to the kitchen using the light of my mobile phone's flashlight, as there was a power failure, and when my when I bought Lisa her food, I saw her stare into the dark, empty hallways. I flashed the torchlight on the hallway to see what was intriguing her, and I saw no one again. I petted her. Sorry, this there's a lot of grammatical errors, but these are understandable since I hate reading when there's too much misspelling. The Labradors who were just 6 months old, and then were already asleep. I had to wake them up to feed them. Maria stopped eating and started going back into the hallway. All of a sudden, I was confused by the behavior of my dogs and decided to stay with them for a while as they were visibly scared. Thankfully, the power was back on and I turned on the lights of the hallway. The dogs were calmer now, and I went back to my room after turning off the lights. I had apparently slept while studying, and I woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of barking from Lisa. When I rushed out of my room, I saw a shadowy figure standing next to her, near the Labrador pups. When I ran downstairs shouting, "Back off!" the figure disappeared right in front of my eyes. I turned on the lights in the hallway and slept on the couch with the dogs near me. I was woken up in the morning by my mom, who asked why I was sleeping in the hallway instead of my room, and I explained to her what had happened the previous night. She did not seem to believe me and told me that I would have had a nightmare. Things were not the same in the house after that. Soon after, I started hearing someone walk in my hallway at night. My door was knocked on repeatedly, and I fell asleep until I woke up again. My parents were worried as my grades were dropping and I was feeling sick extremely often. And this was due to me not having sleep every night. Now, I was now used to the knocks at night as I thought I was safe as long as I stayed inside my room. Once this night, I heard the knocks along with the mumbling of a man in his 20s. I startled when the man started yelling my name and ordered me to open the door. I covered my face in a blanket and with the Holy Bible in my hand. I wished for the night to end soon. I rushed to my sister's room and told her what I had been through, and I was relieved when she told me that I wasn't the only one, that she was also experiencing the same. The hallway was always colder than the rest of the house, and we were not able to figure out why or how this was even happening. While I was watching a movie in the main hall together on a Friday evening, we saw Maria play fetch in the hallway all by herself. My dad went upstairs to see what was happening and brought the dog with him. When he came back, he was pale. He did not even tell us what he saw, despite us asking him. Multiple times, actually. Later that night, all of us were woken up by a screaming Maria. And when we rushed to the hall to see why she was screaming, we saw her being carried and thrown from one corner to another by a shadow. The shadow disappeared when we turned on the lights, but the poor dog had already died. My dad now told what we had seen earlier. He saw Maria catch a ball that came out of the darker side of the room. And when he turned on the light, he saw no one. We went to the local priest the next day and told him about the issues. He suggested we perform an exorcism ritual in the house, which proved to be of no use. Despite many attempts, we were not able to drive that entity out. Now we live in the same house with fear, and none of us step out of our rooms during the night. And that was the Eerie. Yeah, that was the Eerie encounter. That was actually pretty good, but I was still kind of confused. He didn't. Oh, Bunny was telling her story. Oh, you're leaving, Bunny? All right. Well, I'm glad you made it. Stay awesome. All right, so let's see. Not my story, by the way. Once upon a time, I was out partying. It was a great late. Wait. Oh, it was getting late, and everyone was going home. I decided to take a Uber home because it. Sorry, in this case, I just can't see because the chat's different. Because I wasn't sure if I could drive. I waited for it to arrive. And they came. It was a man in his late 30s. I got in and he started driving off. I fell asleep, but when I woke up, there was nothing but land, no house. I asked the man and I asked, "Where are we?" He stayed quiet. I asked again, "Excuse me," but not a sound came from the man. He turned to me and he didn't look the same. I said, "Are you okay?" Still nothing when he said, and still nothing, but then he said, "Your stop is close." I said, "What are you talking about? This is not my." Oh, nice cutoff there. I can't tell if you're still writing the story. My brain's not working right now. I need to like stick to my phone, but that's a creepy story if that's it. You guys there? Is oh wait, I don't even know why it always seems like my guy's like leaning back. I'm like sitting straight up. Oh, stop, wherever, please take me home. I said the man started to decaying in front of my very eyes. Then he said, "This is your stop," and he pulled out a knife and stabbed. Nice. Wait, let me get this next story. Oh, possessed possession, a burnt doll. Hey, Lizzie, welcome back. Okay, so we're gonna read a possession doll story. Oh, and this is also pretty long. Let's see if it's good. You say that, Lizzie, but I don't know if it's actually coming out. Okay, time to read the story. I'll read yours after this one, and then we'll just have like a hangout moment after the stream. Yeah. Okay. So, possessed possessions, a burnt doll. I was 20 back then and was moving into a new house with my girlfriend. For the first time that day. Oh, dude, this is bad. Hold on. Okay, let me read that back because, okay, let me get my brain ready. I was 20 back then and was moving into a new house with my girlfriend for the very first time that day. I was super excited just by the thought of spending our remaining days together under the same roof as we had been for 3 years. I woke up earlier than usual and called her to inform her that I would be at our new house in, an in, in an hour as planned. I loaded all the things from my apartment in my truck. While doing so, I found a burnt doll, which was surely not mine, and I dumped it in a nearby bin. Without heeding too much attention to it, I closed my truck. Later I went down to the house of the landlord, who was the owner of the apartment. I was currently in ha- living in to hand over the key before leaving. She got the key from me and said, "Hope you come back," with a cheapish smile, and which felt weird. The words echoed in my head until I reached our new house. When I reached our new house, I was greeted by my girlfriend with a cheerful face, which made me forget what had happened earlier. We hugged each other and decided to unpack and arrange all our stuff once breakfast was complete. We cooked and had our breakfast together while speaking of how our previous 3 years went the whole time. We were a happy couple, with occasional minor disputes at times. We finished our breakfast and she went to open my truck. She cried out my name and asked to rush to my truck. I ran to it as fast as I could, hel- only to see her go helter skelter for a cockroach present inside. As I approached her to calm her down, I saw someone sitting inside the truck in my peripheral. I turned to see who it was, and the seat looked empty. I gave it a closer look to find the burnt doll that I well remembered dumping. I stood there in a confused state. My girlfriend pulled me towards her and asked me what got me so worried. I told her everything was fine and asked her to dump the doll that was present inside the truck. We all we arranged all our things, and when we were almost done, the clock struck 2. We ordered something on DoorDash as it was already late, and we were hungry as well. The remainder of the day went well, and it was time for us to sleep. I dozed off as soon as I got on the mattress, since I was extremely tired after all the things that we've done today. As I was slowly as I slowly opened my eyes, I saw her crouched down on the bed, pointing at the door. When I asked her what was wrong, she whispered, "Babe, I heard someone walking the hallway." When I shouted, "Is someone there?" I heard someone knock on the bedroom door. In a soft, scared tone, I asked her to stay on the bed and entered the hallway to see what was going on. I turned the lights to see if someone was present, and to my surprise, it was the doll sitting there. That night, I had asked my girlfriend to throw away, was now lying down on the floor. I put it in the bag that I carried for work and returned it to our bedroom. I asked her if she dumped the doll as I'd always asked her, and she replied, "I threw it." And I saw it in the garbage truck as well when I emptied our bin, but why are you asking about it now? I told her, I asked simply, "Babe, there's no one else present in our house. Maybe you were hallucinating." We cuddled each we cuddled each other and slept that night, and I took that doll with me when I left to work. The next day I dumped it in a bin far away from our home, only to see it back in our house when I came back. I tried as hard as I could to dispose of the doll. No matter what I did, it kept coming back coincidentally. The number of fights between me and my girlfriend kept increasing. We often slept alone, with her in the bed and me in the hall, as I needed space for myself after an argument. Once this night, after having a dispute over something insignificant, I slept alone on the couch in our hall. At around 3 a.m., I woke up panting after having a nightmare. In that dream, I was returning home late in the night. It was pouring cats and dogs outside, and I saw a woman standing on the road with her child, asking me for a lift. The child had a doll that looked extremely familiar, and I asked where they wanted me to drop them, to which she said, "Your house." I, I meant uh, the locality of your house. I opened the door of my car for them to get in. The woman was trying to seduce me with her words, and I heeded no attention to it. The voice suddenly changed from a woman in her 30s to a man in his 50s. I looked in the rearview mirror to see what was happening, and what I saw was enough to wake me up. I saw the doll, which which the child brought with her, burn, and the woman turned into a demon and started feeding on the head of the child that she brought with her. I was able to sense the smell of rotting meat when I woke up, and I reached out to pick up the water bottle which I had placed on the floor sleeping. While rubbing the floors and searching for the bottle, my hand struck something soft, and I picked it up to see what it was. And yes, you guessed it right. It was the doll I had been trying to get rid of. I threw it away as fast as I could and heard an angry man shout from the hallways, along with the sound of it hitting the floor. I turned to see where the sound was coming from, and I saw the silhouette of a man. He stood 10 feet tall, covering the entire width of the hallway. I saw him disappearing in front of my eyes, and when I turned on the lights, I ran into the bedroom to see if my girlfriend was safe. And to my relief, she was there just sleeping like a baby. I lay beside her and explained what had happened the previous night to her when she woke up the next morning. After that, we visited a priest. She knew all along with the doll to get an explanation of what was happening. The priest said that the doll had been used for demonic rituals. It was done by someone wishing evil on me. So we arranged for an exorcism on the house, and we were living in as the priest had suggested. And the doll was burnt to ashes by the priest. We had not faced any disturbances in our house after that, and the number of disputes we had reduced. We're happily married now, and we were blessed with a baby just last year. Even after all these years, one question still runs in my mind. Who would wish something evil on me? Could it be my old housemate? Or one of my ex-girlfriends? That was creepy. That was good. That was good. That was actually an awesome story. This story's by, let me see. It should have actually. Oh wait, I can't even find the names. Oh well, and uh, and it just like left on me. Okay. So how'd you guys think about this story? Was it good for you guys? I can't tell if you're quiet because I'm telling the story or if I'm boring you. I hope I'm not boring you. We can do something else if that's the case. This is just a 15,000 subscriber sort of celebration. So I want you guys to have as much fun as I am. I thought it would be nice to bring something from the past back to life, which is me telling creepy stories as a good old thing. But yeah, sorry. I'm like, whenever I go quiet, by the way, it's because I'm waiting because I know that there's a 30-second delay, so I try to wait it out. But yeah, um, no, not at all. This isn't boring. I'm just really tired. Yeah, I probably could talk someone into their sleep. I mean, after all, that's what I do for videos. Shit, sleepy. Well, yeah, how'd you guys enjoy the video? I mean, not the video, the last story. I think that last story with the creepy dog, I got into it too, bro. These stories are good, man. Yeah, I found them off of Reddit. These people, despite some grammatical errors, they're really good. I think this is all just one guy actually, because the other titles seem the same. Obscure occurrences, disappearance of Elaine, lighthouse keepers. Oh yeah, this is all just one guy. This is awesome. RNF, by the way, that's the character's name. I'm reading these stories from. Uh, I'm gonna get started on that story soon. This is gonna be our last story. Oh wait, I forgot. You sent me a story. I think I did read it though. No, you didn't send it to me, Lizzie. Did you? Are you sure you got the right? Oh, it's because it was a message request. Oh, because you're not part of my server. Why'd you leave? Let's see. This page is lost. Okay. Uh it's no longer there. Yeah, I can't read it unless you have it like uh privatized or something. Yeah, no, I can't read it. So I'll just stick to the main stories. Yeah, because it says that the story's not there anymore for some odd reason. I'm like trying to open it up and trying to read it, but I can't. So I'll read this next story and we'll just turn it into a hangout stream. Is that cool with everybody? We read a lot of good stories, so one more wouldn't hurt, and then we'll finish this up and we'll have like a little 15K Q&A celebration after this. Does that sound good with everybody? All right, good. So this is called Obscure Occurrences: Disappearance of Elaine Moore Lighthouse Keepers. This is the same person that wrote the last two stories, because I guess that's the only thing that's really popping up. He's a huge trend when it comes to like um creepy pastas. So let's do this. Off the coast of northwest Scotland lies the Flan Isles. One of the one of its islets, because I've never seen that word. That's actually my fault. One of its islets is called the Elaine Moor, and it holds a lighthouse. This island was inhabited only by three or four lighthouse keepers, sheep, and their shepherds. The island keepers were changed periodically because of the immensely less human population. This island had always had a paranormal reputation where people always felt as if they were being watched. Also, the church on this island gave an instant urge from its visitors to immediately feel down and pray. The draw was so strong that people walked around this church on their knees, and thus it developed into a strange practice as soon as one got into the islands. They immediately go on their knees and crawled around the church. Findings of the crew. This is the I think where the story begins. So in the December of 1900. My apologies, I'm an idiot. Okay, so in the December of 1900, a steamboat was passing by the Flannan Isles, and they noticed that the lighthouse on Aileen was not functioning properly. When they reached out to the port after 3 days, they informed the authorities that the lighthouse was not functioning and asked them to check it. So James Harvey figured out that it was time to replace those lighthouse keepers. got his crew together along with Joseph Moore, who was supposed to be the replacement, and headed to the island. There was a staircase on the island which started from the dock and the light and ended on the lighthouse. And the people on the staircase, which could be seen from quite some distance, as well as also it was customary for the lighthouse keepers to come to the dock if a crew arrived. So James Harvey and his crew kept staring at the staircase as they neared the island, hoping to see the lighthouse keepers, but none of the three lighthouse keepers turned up. As they neared the dock, they understood that even the dock was not prepared, which was very strange, as it was the duty of the keepers to keep it prepared always, which the dock not prepared. With the dock not prepared and no one coming to receive them, the crew understood that something went wrong. After orders, the captain himself, Joseph Moore, headed to the island to do a cursory examination. As he climbed up the staircase, he felt as if he was being suffocated by a dark atmosphere. As soon as he was able to see the foot of the lighthouse, he noticed that the steel railings of the staircase were bent like tin cans near the lighthouse. Also, a huge boulder that was present near the lighthouse for years was moved significantly from its position. Joseph immediately concluded that the island was hit by a powerful storm that could be awarded the storm of the century. He continued to walk on the stairs and eventually reached the lighthouse door, which was not locked but closed. After yelling a few times and not getting any response, he opened it himself and walked inside. While walking inside, he noticed that one oilskin jacket was still on the hooks, and this left him wondering why someone leave the island without wearing the jacket. He also noticed that the kitchen tables had plates with meat and pickles. He said pickle, sorry, and a couple of chairs were upturned near them. He thought to himself that something terrible should have happened, because of which they should have left in a hurry, leaving the food leaving back their food on the table and upturning chairs. On further inspection, he noticed that the mechanical clock of the lighthouse was stopped. Once he was done, he went back to the boat and told them what he saw after, which the captain and the rest of the crew ventured in to the island to confirm. After confirming it themselves, James sent a telegram to the mainland explaining what he saw. He wrote that the lightkeepers had died due to a dreadful accident and the clocks were stopped because of it. He also noted that the accident should have should have happened at least a week ago. He claimed that the lives of the three were claimed by the sea. After sending this telegram, the crew went around the island searching for traces of the lost lightkeepers, during which they got hold of their logbook. The logbook with had standard entries until 12th of December, after which the creepy stuff began on the 12th of December. The leader of the house keepers noted that they were being hit by a terrific storm, and he doubted if the lighthouse would be able to withstand it. He also noted that one of his colleagues was praying for the past 2 days, and the other one was constantly crying. The man he described as crying was an extremely emotional and strong man who had been against the multitude of really bad storms, and at times he did it all alone. He was a man who wouldn't succumb to anything, and his crying demonstrated a magnitude of this storm. On the 13th and 14th of December, it was logged that they doubted they would leave the island alive, but on the 15th, it was noted that the storm had withered off and they were grateful to God. It was concluded that once the storm settled, the three should have moved near the dock, where they would could have been washed off by a rough wave. The conflict. This news spread on the mainland, which eventually reached the ears of people living on of the coastline who had a clear view of the island. They were shocked when they heard this news, as according to them, there was no storm near the island. In fact, on the 12th, 13th, and 14th, the weather was so clear that they could. Oh, welcome, Royo and Koro. Glad to have you here. Thank you for the subscription. It means a lot. That scared the shit out of me while I was reading this. Okay, so so back to this. This directly conflicts with what was noted in the logbook. So what actually happened to the lighthouse keepers? Were they still alive? Why did they see a storm when there was no storm in the first place? The answers to these questions are obscure. To add to the strangeness, people who succeeded the missing three report hearing someone yelling the names of the missing three. Well, this that was more eerie than it was scary, but it was okay. It was good. It was good. But the last two were horrifying, especially the one with the daughter, because like when I read right through that, that scared the living shit out of me, and I was like, wait, this daughter is dead. I was not prepared for that. This one was more like, okay, so it's an empty lighthouse that can't be described. It was more like a phenomenon rather than a horror story. You know, I mean, in a way, I guess that sort of counts as like a creepy horror story. So, oh hey, Sean Diaz, glad to have you here. All right, so I guess we're gonna turn this into a Q&A now, so we can get this conversation started. Let me change the atmosphere into a more um, hangout sort of vibe. I'm gonna try to use my music. I never use my music. There you go. Okay, wait, where is it? Okay, I'm gonna stick with this song because it's like in the spirit of Halloween. All right, hey Jelena, hey Mia. You guys missed the story time. But like I'm completely thrown off by this point. I've read too much to the point where my voice is just giving up on catching up with my mind, which those two are two separate entities supposedly. Uh, how's everybody? Yeah, I was reading them earlier. So if you ever want to just check it out, just catch the stream later after it's done. For now, we're just doing a Q&A and just having fun because I kind of need a break from what I was reading. Plus, I want to be able to hear from you guys. And whenever I'm reading stories or anything, people will usually stay very quiet. So I want to start focusing on just having like a conversation with you guys and just reading your chats and things like that. I love winking. Uh, in yesterday, I guess just my mind is mushy. How are you? I feel the same. I feel the same. Uh, had a little bit of a gap, as you know, but I'm working on things, and I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I'm so excited for Halloween. Uh, I can't wait to celebrate it. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Gotta go to a Halloween party. Okay, that's fine, Jelena. I'm glad you made it. By the way, did you already send it? Because I know you said you sent an art sort of um, over the mail. Did you send it out? Because I want to be like sort of cautious, so that when I get it, I get it. Okay, I love you, Jelena. Which, by the way, I feel like I might need to shut down my PO box. I'm thinking about it. Thank you, thank you. I'm thinking about shutting down my PO box. Only because I think I'm just not big enough to have a PO box. I mean, I'm probably maybe I'll put down like a poll and see if people really want me to leave the PO box open because as of right now, I don't see a reason to. I haven't received any thing in the PO box, and maybe I should just wait till like maybe I'm 50,000 subscribers or something like that. I can't help it. I'm so tired, and after reading so much, I keep yawning now. Keep in mind, I live in Virginia, so it's gonna take a while. Hey, Ponytail, welcome to the live stream. Hope you have a wonderful time, and please feel free to communicate with the amazing people here because they are what makes this the community so amazing. Oh, that's fine, Jelena. That's fine. I'm extremely patient, but yeah, because because I'm here. Like, despite me being sleepy, I still want to talk to you guys. You know. Stuff here. What? I love you too. Yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe stay bussin'. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, I'm. Let me switch to one of my other songs. This is like just going down my live stream, with all the music that I created. I hope you guys like it. I can't believe I made these songs. These were like so nice. This I think this is my favorite one. I don't know. It's stuck between this one and Paranoia. This one's called. Let me see. I think it was called. Oh yeah, Will You Forgive Me Tomorrow? I was never really good at naming music, but I did enjoy creating them. And I would like usually go on like a little vibing trip when I would make one. You know, go through the beats, and you. If you want to see how like my mentality works, count to three, and you'll notice that something about the music changed. Two, three, one, two, three. No, it's six. It's six. I count to six, and then I change something. One, two, three, change. One, two, three, four, five, six. Sometimes like I'll rock with the beat just a little bit, but yeah, I'll change it. It's either 6 or 12 seconds. Oh hey, oh god, welcome to the live stream. Hope you have a wonderful time here, and please, if you have any questions, by the way, everybody, we're doing a Q&A for the 15,000 subscribers. So enjoy yourselves and let's just all hang out now. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any things that you would like to talk to me about the future of this content, feel free, and we'll take it from there. I'm still gonna chase you with this slippery joke because you made me yawn. Giancletta. I love like the music that I make though. There's a lot of people that would just make these songs or beats or tracks and then they'll throw them away. No, I love each and every one of my music the same. They're like kind of like children to me. If you guys have ever heard my music, what would your favorite be if you had listened to any of my music? With the John. If you get on your game, I sent you something. Oh, that's you. Yeah. Sorry, I'm I always forget to respond. I'm actually proud of you, and I saw your channel that you're referring to. I'm super proud of you, by the way. Keep up the great work. Is this the same channel that you're using? Guys, if you can, check out Oh God 14. Supposedly he's making a lot of good content with Gang Beast gameplays. So yeah, check him out. Yeah. By the way, I would recommend getting a profile picture too, sort of solidify yourself as a content creator even further with a nice picture. Back to what I experienced. The only difference was that he didn't apologize. Ah, sorry to hear that, Mia. I don't have a channel yet. Oh, I thought you said you have like a lot of gameplay of Gang Beast, because I did see your messages, by the way. I just forgot to reply. I'm a bit of a quiet person in real life. Not that I'm mean or anything. I'm horrible at keeping up with messages. Anybody who's seen my server will actually understand that to be true. I'm too quiet sometimes, and it's not something that I have a problem with anybody. I'm like super nervous sometimes too. So I only hang out with like people that I'm very used to, or that I take some time out of my day to hang out with you guys. I call you Mila, but the problem is that um, I tend to let my Spanish side kick in, and Mia and Mila kind of like sort of blend in together. Yeah. What's another good song I made? I did make a good remix to Corpse and Lily, their song. You guys want to hear it? It's kind of similar to the one that already exists out there, but I think I had a good time making it. Here, like, let me see. I'll put Shadow Combine because I can't find it. Actually, wait. I think I can. I have faith in myself. I'm smart. Not really. I've never been smart, but I believe in myself. How'd you guys feel about the video yesterday? I thoroughly enjoyed making it too. Hold on, where is it? 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 Oh, there it is. I found it. So this is like my remix because I put in the remix that was made for Corpse Husband and her was more focused on Corpse's rapping, but this time I put her mix over Corpse's. Yeah, I'll be quiet for a bit and you guys listen. And I remember last year when I was alone in my bed with all these thoughts in my head and living silently inside. It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wished for a new, happier day. If a hand could reach out right now and save my life somehow, I'll face the sun again as soon as this dreary night ends. Don't wanna go down like this. My head's in a place that I don't miss. So ugly, so empty. So in the meantime, just stay comfy. Once everything's Sorry if the mic is bad. Now I'm trying to charge it. I actually missed that profile picture. But yeah, this is like my version of the remix, which this one favors Lily over Corpse, which is funny because I used to love having that picture, but I had to get rid of it because obviously it was just an edit. Not that I stole the art. I made sure that people knew it wasn't my art. I just sort of changed it up a bit, and yeah. So, but this was definitely a good art, and I loved working with it. It was super nice. But yeah. And by the way, if you guys want to also watch a video together, we'll also do that. If you're all here right now, because again, it's I always see like there's a lot of people in my live stream, but nobody ever speaks. What the hell's going on? Holy shit! Okay, I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, no, guys, feel free to like communicate, say anything. There's nothing that's bad or anything. Well, we're a friendly community, so the last thing I ever do is sort of insult or judge people. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. A lot of the times I do catch people like afraid of um, being judged down here, which I never understood why either because um, I guess I've always been so used to the ideology that you guys are what do you call it? Like a family. So and not once have I ever thought like this was ever a toxic place to communicate. I've always like kind of seen you all as my family actually. So if there's anything that I actually at least can attest to is that this community is to me is like the most nicest thing that I've ever seen. And there's a reason why I opened myself up to venting on this channel to talk about how I am. Uh, Especially since we've been through a lot together. We reached 15,000 subscribers. So the fact is that this truly is something special to me. But yeah, I'm solely happy to be part of this community and thank you all for being there for me. You know, family is family. Oh shit. Sorry, my mic is just really fucked up today. Oof, damn it. Sorry, my YouTube keeps auto feeding music. Let me fix it by putting at least some sort of ambiance in the background. Probably should go back to the horror sort of trees and things like that. Hey, Owo. Oh no, you got me to say that. Well, I didn't say uwu. Nope, I said uwu just now. Well, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my god. Um, I need a horror game to play, but I don't know what game to play for next Saturday's coming up. What's a it's a good scary game. that actually has a story. On Yeah, yeah, I finished Madison. That was like a while ago, actually. I think 2, 3 weeks ago. The new Michael Jackson game. Is that a horror game? Wait, what? Play Death to Kill a game. It's so bad, but it's so funny. No, I'm trying to play a scary game. By the way, guys, this is a Q&A, so feel free if you have any questions. There is nothing that will be anything of offensive. If it's too personal, I'll just say it's too personal. But honestly, there's not really much that is personal except my name and face. Everything else is kind of like up for grabs. How it can be a little hard, there's Oh no! Madison was terrifying. It was scary, and I fucking loved it. Especially that scene when you're walking down in the basement tunnel type of thing going on, and that you need to use your lighter. And every time you turn on your lighter, if it's gone too long, she's there, like creeping up on you. And I hated hearing. Yeah, go ahead. Ask anything. Ask anything. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have for me. So go ahead. But no, I loved the game, Madison. It was terrifying. I wish you were there. Actually, did you see any of the episodes? I fell right into that one. I can't stand horror games myself, but I love watching other people play. Yeah, people love watching my reactions because I turn it like I get freaked out really easily. I was so confused in the end. Yeah, I know, right? I was not ready. I walked into that one by myself. I walked into that one. I was like, oh no, she got me. Um, but yeah, no. If you guys like have like anything based on either me or this content or the future of this channel or anything that you would like to know, I I'm sort of like thinking about maybe ending for now, of course, my PO box because uh, I think I'm too small for it still. I haven't really gotten one sort of package. Not that this is pressure. I just if anybody who's thinking about maybe sending something, I don't know. I'm on the fence right now. If you, I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna do a poll, and I'm gonna say if I should leave it open or if I shouldn't. I'll send you a link. Yeah, no words. You know what's funny is that anything that people would send me, I would wear it with pride. Like even if it's a pickle shirt, I'll probably wear it with pride. How about Discord? I have Discord actually. It's on any of my other links. I mean, if you watch any of my other videos, it's in the link in the description, and you'll find it. For some reason, it's never on here, but yeah. Hey, Sonia, super late, but welcome. At least you made it. At least is Amber around? It's been a while since I've seen Amber. I hope there's a part 2 for Madison because ending was a cliffhanger. No, it was not. Actually, no, it was not. It was pretty clear as to what happened in the end. I don't think it was a cliffhanger, but it was a very confusing ending. And I figured I knew what happened. I don't know if I can say it on here because I don't know. I don't want to spoil it. Does anybody really care about the spoils of Madison? I mean, people watch my channel, so I imagine that they at least watched the game I was playing, right? I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, it's fine. So in the end, it's clear that, and throughout the whole game, it's clear that your character is supposedly what it totally was. I mean, we died and then we were alive again. How? Oh, simple. Throughout the whole game, we were suggested to be the next demon, the next vessel for the demon that had possessed Madison and that was trying to look for us. That's why Madison was actually technically in the camera, and you can always hear her trying to call your character out. Look, type of thing. And throughout the whole thing, it's like she's wearing and tearing at your consciousness every single day. I mean, every single moment of the game. And you hear the stories and the tape recordings of what the grandfather gave you. That, yeah, you're in line for possession. So you were the next demon. It was pretty clear as to what happened. You became the next demon. I mean, if you're hoping that there will be a part 2 where you're the next character, I don't know if that would be a good idea, but it would be a cool thing to see what your character would be like as a demon. But yeah, Madison was your character. Your character was next in the list. So yeah, that it wasn't a cliffhanger. It was just how the ending was supposed to be. You were the next demon. You were the next, which is fucked up because you fought so hard to get out of that house, and now you're the next thing. The next demon that was in that horrible house. Which actually was pretty evident in the beginning. You were the one who killed your family. Oh no, I think it was your family or your mom. It wasn't a video. It's a stream. So yeah, you should see it. It's called just Madison live stream, and it's laid out in several different parts. I need to sort of update it because it's a bit rainy. Let me get this straight. Madison was like controlling us or something. Yeah, at the beginning of the game where your character murdered someone, yeah, she was controlling you, and then towards the end, Madison's demon or Blue Knees or whichever one, I forgot who it was, ended up taking your body as a vessel, which you didn't know, but you were summoning the demon the entire game. Is it late where you guys are? I'm enjoying my Sunday morning here. I'm enjoying my Saturday night. So for me it's late, but technically it's later for you in the sense that it's early because it's the next day after. Which is actually pretty cool. At least that concept. Hold on. Sorry, damn it. My plug kept coming in and out. I think it's such a funny concept, OWO. Oh, whoa. I'm trying to sort of hold back on playing any games for now. I have a bit of a addiction problem that for now I just want to at least focus on just playing little lighthearted games that won't get me too addicted because I've been sort of throwing myself into my escapism, and I'd rather just focus on just my work. So I'm probably just going to play with the usual group, Kaylee, Weasel, and Smeagol, for a game of Gang Beast, actually. So yeah. I remember Grandpa said take away the camera from the boy. Yeah, there is a lot of things going on. It's crazy. Like my guy is standing there, but I'm actually doing a lot of things, like a lot of hand gestures. He's only free from the neck up. I turned off all the top body sensors because for some reason it always seems like my character is laying back, but he's standing up, so it looks like he's just leaning back, or he's trying to play limbo. So yeah. Feel free to, if you guys have any other questions, also ask away, or if you want me to check out a video for you guys right now, It's just a hangout stream at this point. We've already gotten to the scary stories. Let me see if I can post it. But I am glad you liked it. It was the first suggestion come to my mind. There is a demon game I want to play after this one. I think it's called. It was something about a morgue. Um, it's super popular, I believe, but I don't know if I have to buy it or if it's free or if it's on the computer. I don't even know what console it is on, but I'll figure it out. Do you know about Charles the Choo Choo Train? What? There you go, Mortuary Assistant. That's the game. Oh my god. I'm just gonna remove this charger. Yeah, that's the game. James Charles. I wish someone had PC so I could play Phasmophobia with. I mean, I do got my nephew to play with me, but I want like a full team, like 4 people to play like the bigger levels. Because to play with just 2 people is just a little bit, it's hard. And not only that, there's too much silence in the game. Sorry, I'm yelling again. Yeah, it was a demo at first, but they made the whole game now. That's cool. That's cool. I'll definitely check it out. Come on, I have a boy called Thomas, and guess what I call him? Thomas the Engine. I forgot his whole name. What? Thomas the and the. Oh my god! I know it's not Thomas the Engine. I mean the train. Is it Thomas the Train? No. So now I'm curious. I'm gonna put. It's gonna autofill Thomas. Oh, it is Thomas the Train. Oh, Train Engine. There you go. Bro, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. There is a Halloween update too. Yeah, I saw. I was playing Phasmophobia with my nephew last time here. I hope you guys liked seeing him. He really enjoyed his time with you guys and can't wait for doing a part 2 with Phasmophobia. See, my guy's acting weird. I think it's like the darker it gets outside, the and I have my lights on, but it's a pretty dark room as it is. Look, midnight's gonna kill me. For how much I'm fucking yawning. Is it possible to play with you on VR? Oh, combine play Roblox while I slap the shit out of you. I can't play Roblox. I'm sorry. I just don't want to play Roblox. I really don't like that game. I don't know why people want me to play that game. I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know how that sounds, but I hate Roblox. Oh my god. Look, I'll give you a wink instead. Uh, Damn it, I yelled again. I can't stop yelling. You should play Devour next. It has good horror games. Mortuary Assistant is not that scary. I tried to make my brother play it. I tried to make my brother play Madison, and he immediately like freaked out. He got scared. He couldn't even finish the game. I played Gmod, but I wouldn't play Roblox. Gmod was fun though. I did have fun with Gmod. Like there's, well, Gmod is like the adult version of Roblox. Like you can always expect that. Oh no. No, 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 no. Is my thing going down? Can you guys still hear me? No. What's going on? It's every time with this computer. Hello? Let me see if I can get back on. I don't know if anybody can hear me too, because my computer's all blacked out. I think I think my, what is going on here? Well, if you guys are there,